Hey, Jags.
It's Diana, your JagsTalk host.
It's Kaylee, your other JagsTalk host.
And it's Natalie, your co-host.
All right, today we chose to talk about conspiracy theories and mysteries.
Murder
mysteries. Unsolved murder mysteries, to be exact.
So,
Anyways, okay.
Have you guys heard of the John Benet Ramsey case?
No.
dude, you've
Oh,
never
no.
heard of it?
Okay,
Wait, maybe tell me and then I will
real
know.
quick. Okay, so basically, this case is of this 7-year-old pageant girl. Like, she was so famous in the city, like, everybody loved her. One day, she goes missing, air quote, missing. And there's, like, this big search, and there's, like, this ransom note. And in the end, like, investigators found that the ransom note was in her own mother's writing. So she, like, supposedly wrote that note. And the thing that, part of the reason that the case was never solved was because the crime scene was contaminated, because there was people going in and out before.
No, it was contaminated because I forgot who. Oh, no. Maybe they were.
There was people going in and out of the house. Like, you know, neighbors, friends, trying to find her. And I guess, like, they ended up finding her in the basement. And the dad moved her body. So that's another reason that, like, the whole scene was contaminated and stuff. So they, like, had DNA, but it was never, like, found who it was, because
How?
it really, like, there was so many things that, oh my god, that stupid bell. Anyways, there were so many things in this case that went wrong that shouldn't have gone wrong at all.
Yeah.
And basically, like, one theory, I guess you could call this the conspiracy theory towards the case, but one theory is that, and you can cut this out, that her parents were running a ring out of their own daughter.
That actually makes sense, though.
Like, if you really look into it, it makes sense, because all the evidence leads to her parents, but also at the same time, the DNA is not their parents, so obviously someone else's DNA had to be on her. And it made sense that they were, you know, running a sex ring out of their own daughter.
And her daughter wanted to come out,
Yeah.
and they killed her.
Yeah, I guess she was in a struggle.
Was the police was involved, right?
Obviously.
Because, wait, if the dad moved the body when they found the body in the basement?
No, the dad found the body before the police did.
Oh, and he moved it.
And, yeah.
But I also heard from somewhere that the mom had fed her pineapple, and she was allergic to pineapple.
She was allergic to pineapple.
So it's like,
why would she have a pineapple in her,
low key?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe the mom tried to get rid of her by doing pineapple, because obviously,
right.
And when they realized that wasn't gonna be enough, that's when they was like, okay, like, we actually need to do something. And
yeah.
So yeah.
And, like, there have been, like, theories that her brother was the murder suspect too. That her brother was, like, 9 when this happened, so it, like, turned out obviously not to be him, but there's still people that believe it was him. And then there's people who still believe that it was the parents, and there's people who believe that it was someone else, but, like,
they paid them.
Obviously nobody ever. What is that?
What was that?
That sounded like
that
from
was
the roof.
Upstairs. That
Could
was
you hear that? Through the...
Oh my god! Stop!
I'm
getting the
Jasper,
chills.
is that you?
Oh,
That was up there.
That-
Why
that
would
was
someone
in the
be up
roof.
there?
That was in the ceiling.
But no, it felt like it was up there, but in the next room.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was.
It was
trippy.
like up, but like that way.
yeah.
Oh my god! Talking about that, Sam and Kobe.
Oh my
Did you
God.
watch on TikTok how they found someone in the basement?
The little head popping
Yeah.
up. It was so creepy because there was
Dude.
nobody there, and I thought for a second it was Cody, you know, from like Cody and Satori, but like
No,
it
I'm
didn't
sure
look like him.
No,
It was not him.
It was like a little boy. The boy they caught on camera.
I know, like his head just pops up and then goes back down.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna play it for you guys.
For those of you who don't know, like they are like
We'll
these
probably
YouTube ghost hunters.
The video.
I mean, and this, I guess you can refer back to our past episodes. We are very much into Ghost.
What the hell? Did you
Oh
hear
my god,
that?
I heard it.
No, wait, you did
Why
that?
was it
No,
knocking?
it was over there.
It knocked.
It's in the corner, like behind his leg, where the stairs are. Put your brightness up.
Did you see it?
Okay, hold on. Here, let me
My
see.
brightness is up. Look, let me show you. You saw it?
You
saw it? Look.
It's this tiny little boy's head that like just pops up behind their legs in the basement.
It's like on the bottom.
Behind their legs.
Right there.
Oh.
Like there are some videos.
I was tripping. I was like, no way.
I know, and it's like I didn't see it.
I
didn't
just don't
see it.
scare me.
didn't
It scares
see
me
it.
because that is actually like
That's crazy.
imagine so that happens to you.
No.
I'd probably go to sleep.
Would you guys ever go to the Conjuring house?
Huh?
The
Yes.
Conjuring house?
I would go.
Yeah.
I really want to go, actually.
But after seeing that, it's like
You know that one book that kept like falling off the shelf that nobody ever read? I want to read it.
Really?
Yeah.
The book that
There's
She gets
this book.
possessed.
My friends thought that I got possessed once.
it opens and she's like
Because
levitating.
I personally think it was a depersonalization moment or derealization, whatever you want to call it. But like I felt like I was being pulled out of my own body, and like at the same time pulled down. Like someone was pulling me up from my back and down, and also my thoughts in my like mind. Obviously, they like didn't feel like my thoughts. Like I didn't understand what my own mind was thinking, and like they just didn't feel like it was me thinking it. And then I just kept walking around the house.
Low-key, I feel like that's
Like, not
something that
knowing.
has happened to me before. Not obviously that like that, but I do remember one time when I was like, what the heck just happened? Because I don't know what happened to my body. All I know is that I felt something being lifted, and then, but I was also being pushed down upon.
I was
Like,
grabbing.
okay.
I went to the while this whole thing was happening. I went to the kitchen and I grabbed a mango. I don't like mangoes.
Oh.
Why was I grabbing a mango? I cut it and I stare at it, and I take a bite into it, and I hate the taste, but I keep eating it. Like I
Were
don't
you like possessed?
That's what my friends kept saying, because I was telling them about it, and they're like, girl, everything you just described is possession. And I'm like, I think it's just me, just derealization. Because honestly, I felt like I was up here. Like, my body, my like mind was up here, but my body, my physical body was right here. And I was just floating and watching. Like, it felt really weird. It was very uncomfortable. I hated that feeling. It was nothing like I've ever felt before. And I hated it, and I hope it never happens again.
Yeah, that reminds me of like the story behind The Conjuring, like the Exorcist. Like, you know how the daughter was looking down the stairs. Imagine seeing your mom getting like
Levitated
possessed and thrown. That
like
is
so much so to the point
like,
that they thought that she was dead.
Yeah, and she survived, right?
Yeah, she survived, and they like the Warrens were never allowed back.
It's so trippy. Like,
It's so crazy. Like,
I wish I was there to see
I know,
it.
because something like levitation is something that is so hard to believe, even if you are a believer of the paranormal.
But they have a picture of it, but I don't believe it's the real image. Because they do have
a picture?
The real picture,
really?
supposedly, of her levitating like this.
Right, but like again, something like that can be staged.
Yeah, like I don't know.
And like, if you see like other possessions that have happened, like other real life stories that have been made into movies, there's no levitation.
Yeah.
There's like obviously dramatized other weird body morphing issues, but there's no levitating.
Yeah.
And then you see a movie where they do levitate, and it's like, did that actually happen? And then they say that it happened, but it's like, well, if it was easy to fake in a movie, what makes you think it's not fake at all? Like in general, you know?
Yeah.
Like with the movie The Exorcist, the original one, people don't really know it, but it's actually based on a true story.
Yeah.
And it's actually based on a 12-year-old boy, not a 12-year-old girl.
In the living room.
And she was like, in the movie, obviously it's a little girl that's like, you know, being possessed, but in real life it was the 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
And they took that movie and they made it into The Exorcist. And there was like a bunch of issues with that movie being made too. Because the girl who was playing the 12-year-old little girl, there was a scene where she's, you know, going up and down on the bed, and she's being thrown, like thrashed basically.
Yeah.
And in the movie, or in the process of making the movie, they had like this wooden plank strapped to her back so she wouldn't like harm herself. But I guess it like malfunctioned, and they shot the scene, and at the end she's like actually crying because it broke in a way that broke her back. And they thought that she was being dramatic, and they, told her to like push through, and she did, but her spine was fractured. Wow. In 2 places, I think, if I remember correctly.
Wild.
It is wild.
Damn.
Like, that was crazy. Like, imagine having a little kid have to go through that to film a movie that people widely, like, love. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. And it's all over, like, possession, too.
Yeah.
I love movies. I love horror movies.
I love scary movies, yeah. Mostly when it's true.
Oh, my God. There's this new movie on Netflix that came out recently, like a week ago, I think, called Sister Death. And it's so good.
I'll be watching that tonight. I'll probably fall asleep.
It's
know me.
so good.
Yeah. Like a store, like stores that basically buy off like MAC or like Too Faced makeup products.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly people that return it, they put it back on the shelf, and it can be used or anything. They still put it back on the shelf, which is dangerous because what if someone has pink eye? Yeah. And then you put it on your face.
This is why I don't buy face products unless I can see that it's unused.
Yeah.
I think it's better to buy online if you buy the face products because it's from the store.
Yeah.
But it's proven that they do accept returns even if you mess around with it and like it's used.
I know, my sister my sister bought this costume from TJ Maxx for my nephew. He used it once and she went to go return it.
Yeah, I did that for a photo shoot. I bought a bag, a pink bag, and then I went to return it the next day because I'm not gonna spend $30 on a bag I'm never gonna use.
I know. Like, buy something you want to use one time and return it. Like,
but like makeup, if you're gonna
buy makeup and use it, keep it.
Yeah. If you're just gonna see it like at home how it looks because you couldn't open it.
Yeah.
And then you don't like it, you can return it. But if you put your hands in
and you like actually
test it out and you have like, you never know what people have.
This is why I don't use the testers at Sephora.
Oh, I do that.
I can't.
No, what is it? I take another one of the little what is the thing called?
Spoolies?
The what?
Spoolies? The little.
Well,
no,
sometimes
spoolies are eyebrows.
Because I mostly use like for my lips and stuff. So I take another one of the thingy-majiggies, and then that's what we're gonna call it, thingy-majiggies.
Okay.
And then I use that.
Well, do you want to describe what this thingy-majiggy is?
It's for the eyeshadow, right?
No, it's like for the. Okay. Wand. It's called a wand.
Okay.
A makeup wand.
Makeup.
That's all you had to say.
Let me show you.
That's all you had to say.
Wait,
Wait, they have makeup wand testers?
Yeah.
Wait, let me show you.
Like
so
the things for eyeshadow.
Like the little lip gloss, like lip thing that you apply to your lips?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a wand.
Oh.
I lost my.
Oh. You can use it for
okay,
eyeshadow.
but Kaylee, we understand what you mean. You don't have to show us. You don't have to.
She's digging up in there.
Listen, she has a mess in her backpack.
I need to clean it.
Okay.
It's like a garbage bag in there. She's got trash from like last year.
No.
You probably have trash from 8th grade in there.
No, hold up. I threw it out. I cleaned it out. I clean it out every summer at the end of the year. Or at the day before school starts. Mm-hmm. The only thing I leave in there are the pencils and erasers that I need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we talked about TJ Maxx theory. I also have another theory of glitter.
Glitter?
I love glitter. What's wrong with glitter?
Well, it's known that glitter is only made by 2 companies in the world. Right. So, no company, like, there's other companies in the world that buy glitter.
Yeah.
But it's not for, like, projects.
Right.
The theory is, one of the companies is Glitter X, and they're not allowed to talk about anything, like who they sell it to,
right?
How they make it, and everything. But the theory is that people, like toothpaste companies, buy it and put it into the toothpaste, because you know how some like the crest is like
Yeah.
glittery.
It's glitter. Why
Like
is your
it's
tooth-
No, like-
glittery.
Why is your
I
guys'
know
No, it
tooth
has like
glittery?
a sequence
Yeah.
of glitter. Like it's glossy and sparkly. That's
Yeah.
one of the theories. And
What
the other
kind of-
theory is they buy it for the sand at the beach because you know how sometimes the sand
Yeah.
looks so glittery or
Well, yeah, 'cause
bright.
it's broken glass.
No, if it's broken glass, it would have cut me.
No, it wouldn't, because they round it off. You can literally see how sand is made. Look at
How is sand made though?
broken
how do they
glass.
make- But why is it brown?
Because there's also I've never
Ew,
had that.
what is that?
The glitter that you guys say that is in your toothpaste.
Yeah, that Chris.
Because it's also broken
Oh, that's
down rocks
toothpaste?
and shells along with glass.
A worm.
slime.
That look like a worm.
Why do you guys have
Yeah,
glittery
that's what.
toothpaste?
No, kids buy
Yeah.
glittery toothpaste.
Because kids have like a different type of toothpaste because they
Yeah.
can't handle mint. So they'll obviously get like some
Bubble
fruit
gum
flavored
or-
like
yeah.
strawberry toothpaste.
But it's not. You can't eat glitter.
You're not
But
supposed to
why
eat
do they have it in the
toothpaste either.
toothpaste? Yeah, but it's bad if you put it in your mouth. But that's the theory that
That's such a weird theory.
like they use glitter
Yeah.
for the sand to make it pretty.
to make it pretty.
Yeah. And then they use glitter,
glitter,
in
though.
toothpaste.
That's nasty though. I do not want it on my teeth.
Yeah, that's the theory. I thought that was pretty cool.
That
But like also like
hello.
what's going in our mouth?
Listen, I don't know much about conspiracy theories. The only thing I've heard of is like aliens and stuff. Like,
Have you seen
aliens.
I've seen videos on TikTok of like the aliens are so tall.
Yeah.
What?
So tall. They're like 8 feet.
there
was
so
a
they would be
TikTok-
touching. They would be touching
Yeah,
the
there
ceiling.
was a TikTok of like someone seeing a alien in their bush and it was camouflaging, but it was like
ew.
8 feet. It
Okay,
was in
I'm
their
scared of
backyard.
I believe that I saw a UFO one time. Because
yeah,
I was standing outside on my balcony, and it was night, so I was just staring out, and I was bored, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna see if I could see stars, which you can't because we're in Santa Ana, very polluted air, you can't see any stars. So I look out into the distance, and I see like this, like a stereotypical UFO, like a disc, and it was flipping and flipping, and then it was just keep going, getting further and further, but slowly. And I blink and it's gone, just like that. And I was so confused. I was like, "What did I just see?"
no, yeah, they disappear.
And then
They disappear
like
mid air.
a few months ago in the summer, I was walking outside in the dark, and I look up, and there's like this. I thought it was like a jet, because you know how like they leave like a trail of clouds behind. That's what I thought, but it wasn't leaving like a trail. It wasn't leaving a trail. So I was just staring at it, and I was like, I see a tiny ball of light. So I know that it has like some sort of headlights, like a plane would, but it's too high up for a plane. And if it's a jet, why isn't it leaving like the smoke behind? And then it gets like closer, like to the ground at least, not to me, but to the ground. And it has a really odd shape. Like, it's almost like completely flat.
You saw the shape.
Yeah, because it was like it got lower,
Yeah,
and it was like almost completely flat.
like a UFO.
And it was like, it like did a little loop-de-loop thing, like a flip. I guess you could say it flipped. And it was sideways. It was like really long, abnormally long almost, but like it was shaped like the letter D. That's the only thing I could like use to describe it. It was shaped like the letter D, and I like was very confused. I was like, what kind of plane is shaped like the letter D?
Yeah.
And then I went inside, and I don't know what happened to it. I didn't want to stay outside to find out.
Well, Memorial Day, I saw like a light because I went to the beach, Corona del Mar, and then
I know that beach.
I don't really like it.
I do.
It's like so much sand and like the
Well, it's
walk
it's
the
a
walk up
beach.
there.
Okay,
the walk.
that I do.
Oh
hate,
my lord,
but-
the walk down there too. Oh my god.
Okay, but it's pretty.
I mean, yeah, I prefer Laguna Beach. It's
I
cleaner.
can't. I can't.
Really? The water's calm there.
I like the rough waves.
last time I went to
Shut up.
Okay. Well,
Calm down.
anyways, I was looking like at the water, but up in the sky there was like this light, and it was moving, but like it turned on and off, and it moved slowly, and I even caught it on camera, but like mid-air it disappeared. Like the light was gone, but it was going up. So it was fading away, like the light was fading
away, and then it just suddenly
disappeared. I'm like, there's no way that's a rocket ship, because if it was, you would see like the smoke or like the gas, the leftover gas.
No
and it
way.
wasn't a plane, because a plane doesn't go up like that. It goes like. But I found the video of the alien.
Oh, you did?
I don't know.
Ew.
It looks like a man in a suit, but at the same time,
it feels.
its limbs.
The way
look
it's
too
moving.
real
It
to
looks
be.
But you know what? It can be AI.
It could be AI.
It can be AI.
These days, anything could be AI.
Yeah, you know.
So like, you have to like see it to believe it.
Yeah. But do you guys have any conspiracy theories?
I used to watch Shane Dawson a lot, so I'm trying to remember.
I know, he has so many.
I lived off of Shane
I
Dawson.
did not.
Yeah.
Like his
Conspiracy
conspiracy theory videos.
Who is this guy?
What?
You don't know who
You
he
don't know
is?
Shane Dawson? He's an icon. Do you know Jeffree Star?
He scares me. Jeffree Star looks like an alien.
Yeah. Shane Dawson? You don't know Shane
No, I
Dawson?
don't. I was
dude,
an
used-
iPad kid. Okay.
I used to watch a lot of his you know where he would buy a bunch of stuff that's all like one flavor and then he put it all into a milkshake.
What?
No.
He did that, or he bought a bunch of snacks and just put it all into a milkshake, and I was like, I wish I could be like
This
that.
is Shane Dawson.
Yes.
Why does he look like he's about to commit mass murder?
Oh.
I don't know. To
Look
be
at that.
honest.
Look at that face and tell me that he doesn't look like he's about to commit a crime.
He does. I can't deny it. No.
What about murder mysteries?
Murder mysteries.
Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer. It's not really.
It's
a mystery,
not a
though.
mystery, yeah, but
It
like
is
the
crazy,
things
though.
he did is like crazy. And then, did you guys see the movie
No.
or like the series?
I saw an
on
episode,
Netflix?
and then it was like, I don't know. It was too much. It was too long for me. You cannot keep
Too
my attention
much.
for that long.
It was actually interesting.
I
like,
will say I do watch documentaries, but I remember seeing like this thing of like cults.
Oh.
And basically there was like they were being held hostage by the leader for like several days.
Oh, I've heard of it.
And I guess like the kids, they were like, you know, obviously brainwashed, so they didn't know that they were they thought that the world was ending.
Yeah.
That's what they thought. But they also thought that our people were aliens and they were trying to get them away or something, away from their parents. And like I think one of the leaders or someone in charge blew up one of the buildings. And it like was a 3-day long stand down between the lead of the FBI and the leader, and he was like begging, like he was negotiating with this dude to let the kids and the women go. And I don't remember how it ended.
Just the kids and the woman.
No, because you know the men are the most brainwashed.
Yeah.
But like, I guess like I don't remember how it ended, but there was like interviews with like the kids who survived, with some, I don't know if there was women, like the mothers who survived, but like a bunch of the kids like were all grown already, and they were like, well, when we were kids we thought that these people were just bad people trying to take us away from our parents. We didn't know any better. Like they didn't know that what they were learning and how they grew up was wrong.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that's so sad.
wild.
Yeah.
It's so sad how there's probably people. Sometimes I think like there's probably people right now.
Mm-hmm.
That are brainwashed like that.
Yeah, or like
because
held
there's
hostage.
cults.
Yeah.
You go to
In-
Texas and there's like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And here too, like up in Humboldt,
I've never heard of that place.
it's way up north in California,
Yeah.
but like it's like one of the biggest marijuana places in California, I think.
Oh.
And I think somewhere in the mountains, like, you see the guys with the guns, right? But I think somewhere up there, there's a cult that, like, not many people know about. Or somewhere, I just know that it's somewhere up north. But there's, like, a big cult. And then there's also one, like, I say maybe 30 minutes to an hour away from here. Like, towards the, like, inland desert kind of area. But, like, there's like cults that just, like, go out there at night, and it's like, that's crazy. Like, you ever, like, what if you're hiking and you run into, like,
I would
cults?
never hike at night. I'm too scared.
No, but, like, even during the day.
That's true. But they don't usually come out during the day. But sometimes, yeah, you never know.
Have you seen, like, episodes of, like, TV shows where, like, the cults and, like, cult leaders lure people in?
Like Mormons? Mormons? Oh my god. Don't get me started with Mormons. They, like...
Oh my god, let me tell you.
They seduce... Like, I don't know what they did, but, like, their rules as a woman is so
like, I understand
bad.
that it's, like, a whole religion.
Yeah, but
here's the
the way
thing.
they treat women...
There was a Mormon family. The mom, she's a YouTube star. She just got arrested for child abuse. The 8 passengers.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're Mormons?
They were Mormons.
Yeah.
No, they're
Look,
bad.
the other, like, last year,
They're
I was
brainwashed.
with my friend, and we had just finished, like, a game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And we were sitting on the curb, like, on Jaguar Way, and, like, these two dudes come up, and we thought they were the security from, like, the gated community. We thought they were the security guards from the gated community about to come kick us off the curb, which, like, that's what we thought.
Yeah.
It was nighttime, and they came up to us, and then you see the gold name tags. And then they ask me and my friend, we're both very not religious, and they ask us, do you believe in God? Oh. And then we're like, I was like, she was panicking, so she stayed silent. And I was like, oh, yes, we do. Because I didn't know what else to say.
Yeah.
And so they were like, oh, do you want to expand your relationship? I'm like, no, thank you. I lied, actually. And we don't. And then I pulled out my rainbow bracelet. And I flashed it. And my mom. And I was so lucky because I saw my mom at the curb. And she pulled up. And she's like, Diana, ya vente. And I'm like, thanks, Mom, for saving me.
Yeah, they're always
and
by
they
my neighborhood.
stared at us as we drove away.
Really?
Oh.
Anyways, I think that's the end of this.
Yeah.
Thank you for
podcast.
listening.
Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.